The First Amendment is the First Amendment for a reason. That people, in order to hold power in check, have to be able to say what they want to say, write what they feel, practice the faith in which they believe, or not, peaceably assemble and petition their government for grievances. That's what the First Amendment offers us. King George didn't want the Founding Fathers to have it, and he fought a war about that, and King Trump doesn't want us to have it. But the power of the people is stronger than the people in power. And we have silenced Trump on this Take a Knee movement, and we're going to continue it as long as we have to.
Professor Ron Walters at Fisk University, he spoke to a group of freshmen, and he was talking about the civil rights movement, and he said, you know, there's a difference between a moment and a movement. And the student said, well, what's the difference? And Professor Walters said one word: sacrifice. This is a moment here, but it has begun a movement. Kaepernick was a moment, but it began a movement. And what happened was, and it wasn't that he took a knee that made the movement, it was he was barred, he sacrificed his career.
The fact that I'm here and the fact that I live the life the way that I do is because of the teachings that I've received from my father.
Well,
one of the incredible things as I've reflected on my dad's life is that whether it was himself, Dr. King, Malcolm X, Medgar Evers, the list goes on and on. There was a time in which folks not only had to put their livelihood on the line, but their actual life on the line for change. And thank God for those who have come before us and those amongst us right here who were part of that fight. But now, in 2018, these young brothers who have so often been seen as nothing but brutes and athletes and dumb jocks are in a position to literally, with what they choose to do and not do, to shift the tide in which business, trillion-dollar business, is done in this country. By the fire and the passion that was started by Colin Kaepernick, and those that choose to follow behind can literally dictate how the most powerful sports enterprise franchise in this country operates.
We have to stand strong, we have to stand tall when somebody takes the leadership as Kaepernick has done, and I want to really thank Kaepernick for stepping out, standing up, and taking a knee.
The people who are here are the people that God meant to be here today.
Right.
So we thank God for those who are here. And even though the season may be ending, the reason is not ending today. So we're going to fight on for our dignity. Colin Kaepernick was our instrument to help us to get here. We pray that our brothers out there on the field today will also choose to take dignity as their own and to be with us. But if not, Lord, let us know that they wanted to do it, and at some point they're going to come along.
Thank you so much, Keith, and thank you for the wonderful work that you've done with this poster here that so nicely highlights what we're about and what we're trying to do here. And thank you to Johnny Barnes, who has become really the people's attorney in the District of Columbia, making sure that the voiceless actually have a say in our city. And so, you know, it's just amazing that this young man has been kept out of the NFL because he has decided that he wants to take part in the injustice that has gone on for centuries in our nation. This idea that we have a partial justice system that is partial to the incarceration of black men, it's amazing that you would actually punish somebody for trying to change it. And so what we're here, we may be here in small numbers, but I can tell you that the spirit of our nation is with us today because we are trying to do justice here.
We're happy, but again, don't forget I have dreams. We just want to do tremendous elect.